Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV. Well, we were talking about it at the beginning of the show. There's so much going on in the show with regards to wellness, and we often talk about, Jamie's at the Eco Fair, we often talk about the Green Connection, so it's only fitting that there would be an expo now that involves green and wellness, and we're going to tell you about it right now with the founders of the expo, Deborah McDonald and Dr. Natalie Beauchamp. Nice to meet both of you ladies. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Well, I think, Natalie, we'll start with you, because this Wellness Expo has been around for a couple of years, and it's been very successful, and you started it, right? Why don't we talk about the Wellness Expo aspect of it first, and then we'll get into the green part.
Yes, well, I've been in practice in Orleans for 13 years, and the idea was to get under one roof health provider, professional, and businesses that had a component with health and wellness, so people would know what is in the Orleans community, because we have wonderful resources, but a lot of time people didn't know. So a patient would come in and say, do you know a good naturopath? Where can I buy this? And I said, you know what, let's do one so people know that there's a lot of stuff available in the East End, that they don't necessarily have to go downtown, and we have a lot available. And then this year we decided to add the green component to it, and it's just been, the response has been fabulous. We're sold out, and we're expecting
42 exhibitors, so it's phenomenal.
So why, Deborah, specifically? I mean, we all know that there's a green craze out there. There really is. People are really embracing it, which is a great thing. But why did you guys decide to combine the two?
Well, that's a great question. And what's really important is that health and wellness all actually comes from how we treat our environment. So that link is absolutely phenomenal. So when we started working together a couple of years ago, and we're both passionate and crazy about wellness, we're also crazy and passionate about being green and the environment. So it was just a natural fit, and Natalie said, you know, why don't you join me, and we'll get this thing going and really get things off the ground. So it's very exciting. We've got a great response.
Well, let's highlight some of the participants on the health side. Perhaps you can highlight some of the exhibitors that are going to be there.
Well, we have 42 exhibitors, and we also will have live presentation or demonstration and interview. For example, we have a holistic nutritionist that's going to give tips on how to cook fast, healthy snack, because you have kids and sometimes I know it's hard. We have yoga presentation, martial art presentation. We're going to also interview the exhibitors so they can share a little bit more about their businesses. And on the green side of things, we have...
Absolutely, and we have Mr. Phil McNeely, our MPP for this area, and he's really a big fan of the environment and doing things about it. So he's actually going to be interviewed as well. He's going to talk about the home energy audits, which is a really big topic, that whole energy movement, as you mentioned before. And I personally have had an eco home energy audit done, and it's fabulous. There's some great rebates that you can get from the government, but people aren't aware of this. And so if we can really provide some great education, have some fun with it, and really get people knowledgeable, it'll be a super thing for the
Natalie, you mentioned part of your inspiration was your patients were asking you all these different questions. Has it changed? Has the world sort of changed, even right now in the Ottawa community, where there are more people that are looking after these lifestyle issues?
There's such a big need for it right now, and that's why I decided to write a book about it. And I started the book 2 years ago, and I was telling you, I just got it fresh off the press this morning.
She's got 800 in the trunk of her car.
800, yes. But it's a very good point, because I remember when I started doing the research for my organic chapter, not much was out there, and a lot of people, well, is it worth it, is it not? So just in the last 2 years, things have advanced tremendously. So really excited, and as I go back to answering my patient's question about organic, cosmetic, about water, sleep, air, you know, all these things are related with environment, but also to your wellness. So I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to share it.
You'll be launching it at the expo too,
We'll be launching it officially at the expo, so I'm really excited about that.
And the other thing that's great is not only can you go and obviously get a wealth of knowledge right there in one room on one day, but there are all kinds of incentives for people. You can win stuff and everything,
Absolutely.
Right?
There's a wonderful environmental friendly bag that they're going to be getting for the first 300 participants that have come into the show, and beautiful, wonderful gifts within that. So the exhibitors are doing a great job on providing all kinds of cool door prizes and free stuff. So So definitely want to bring even the kids. I mean, they're free, so bring them, and it's a cool.
So, Natalie, the who, what, when, where, why, and where people can get more information.
All right, so it is this Sunday at the MIFO. The MIFO is the French Cultural Center. It is right off Orleans Boulevard on Carrière. There's tons of parking because there's a high school beside it, and obviously they won't be there on Sunday. The show is from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And like Deborah said, the first 300 are going to get Green Wellness Bag. And we have the website that people can go and check out who's going to be there as well. So
And they can come and get your book.
they can come and get the book.
Thank you
Wellness
so
on the
much,
go.
ladies. We really appreciate you stopping by. It sounds like a lovely thing to do on a Saturday
Yes.
afternoon. It really does. Get a whole day of wellness in one day. We're going to take a quick break.